Right now, as you read this, you are not actually experiencing now. You're experiencing something that already happened. A tiny slice of the past that your brain is presenting to you as if it were live. And no one ever tells you this, because most people go their entire lives without finding out. So let's find out together. Here's the part nobody thinks about. Your eyes are not cameras. Light doesn't just hit your retina and appear in your mind instantly. It has to be converted into electrical signals, sent down the optic nerve, processed by several different regions of your brain, checked against memory, filtered, edited, and then finally assembled into the picture you call seeing. That whole process takes time, somewhere between 50 and 200 milliseconds, depending on what you're looking at. It feels instant. It is not instant. You are always looking at a reconstruction of a moment that has already ended. And it's not just vision. Sound takes time to process too. Touch takes time. Every single sense you have is running on a delay, and your brain has to somehow stitch all of these different delays together into one smooth, seamless experience, even though they're arriving at wildly different speeds. Light from a lamp 2 feet away reaches your eyes faster than the click of a switch reaches your ears, and yet you experience them as happening at exactly the same moment. Your brain is quietly lying to you about time just so your life doesn't feel like a badly dubbed movie. Think about that for a second. The version of your girlfriend's face you're looking at right now, the one across the table, laughing, that's not her face right now. That's her face a fraction of a second ago. By the time the image reaches you, she has already moved on to the next micro-expression. You are permanently a few frames behind reality, and reality is permanently a few frames ahead of you, and the two of you will never actually meet in the same instant. Not once. Not ever in your entire life. Here's where it gets stranger. Your brain doesn't just delay the picture, it also fixes it. There's a famous demonstration called the flash lag effect. If you show someone a moving object and a flash of light at the exact same position at the exact same time, people don't perceive them as being in the same place. The moving object appears to be slightly ahead of the flash. Your brain, knowing that things in motion keep moving, quietly nudges its prediction forward to compensate for its own processing delay. It's not showing you what happened. It's showing you its best guess of where things probably are by now. You don't experience reality. You experience your brain's forecast of reality. And most of the time, the forecast is close enough that you never notice the gap. But sometimes it isn't. This is part of why a batter can hit a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, even though the raw signal delay in the brain should make that basically impossible. The brain isn't reacting to where the ball was, it's predicting where the ball will be and swinging at the prediction. It's also part of why optical illusions work at all. They're not tricking your eyes. Your eyes are fine. They're tricking the prediction engine sitting behind your eyes, the one quietly filling in gaps and smoothing over delays thousands of times a second without ever asking your permission. Now, here's the question almost nobody asks. If everything you see, hear, and feel is a slightly after-the-fact reconstruction, then when exactly does now actually happen for you? Not for the world, for you. The honest answer is unsettling. There might not be a now at all, at least not one you ever get direct access to. What you call the present moment is really just the most recent update your brain has finished rendering. You are always living in a very, very recent past and calling it the present. Because the actual present is moving faster than your own nervous system can keep up with. This isn't some fringe theory either. Neuroscientists studying consciousness have pointed out that the brain essentially has to choose, constantly, how far back to reach when it stitches together a moment. Wait too long to gather enough information, and you'd feel painfully out of sync with the world. Don't wait long enough, and your experience would be full of glitches and errors, half-finished thoughts stitched onto the wrong sensations. So your brain compromises. It waits just long enough to make a clean edit, then plays it back to you labeled as live. Every conscious moment of your life has been pre-recorded and lightly edited before you were allowed to watch it. Which means the you reading this sentence right now is not perceiving this sentence right now. You perceived an earlier version of it, and you're only becoming aware of that perception after the fact. By the time you feel like you've caught up to this moment is already gone, replaced by a new one you also haven't caught up to yet. You are quite literally chasing your own life, one small delay at a time, forever. And maybe that sounds like a strange kind of prison, but it's also the only reason experience feels smooth at all. Without that lag, without that editing room quietly working behind the scenes, the world would feel like static, a chaotic blur of mismatched timings and half-formed signals. The delay isn't a flaw in the system. It's the thing that makes the system work. It's the price your brain pays to hand you something coherent enough to call a life. So the next time you watch a sunset, or look someone you love in the eyes, remember what's actually happening underneath it. You're not watching it happen. You're watching a rerun produced by your own nervous system in almost real time. So convincing that you never even suspected it was one. The present moment, the one everyone talks about like it's the only thing that's real, you have never once actually been in it. You've only ever been a few milliseconds behind it, your whole life, without knowing. And somehow, that's still enough to call it living.